Hey, I'm Pete with Mosko Moto. I'm currently in Morocco. I've been here for about a month touring around on this Tenere 700 that I rented in Marrakesh, and I'm using our Alpine 60 luggage system, so I thought I'd make a quick video about my experience using this bag on this trip. We created the Alpine 60 to work side by side with our Rackless bags, which we've been making for over a decade. We currently offer the Rackless in a 40-liter and an 80-liter size, so the Alpine 60, volume-wise, fits right in the middle. Like the Rackless, the Alpine is tough and waterproof. It mounts on pretty much any bike and is easy to swap between bikes. The main difference is that on the Alpine, we did everything we could to increase the simplicity and reduce the weight. So we removed things like molly panels, external pockets, and beaver tails, and we lightened up the materials wherever we could while still keeping it really tough. We use a nylon ripstop, and we sew and tape the seams for waterproofing. There's also an internal liner which also has sewn and taped seams, so there's 2 layers of waterproofing in case you get some damage or a puncture in the outer bag. The center tail bag is also a roll top. It has a carry handle and it clicks into the harness with these 4 compression straps. This makes a great standalone tail bag too, if you need something for a quick day ride in the middle of your trip. The harness is made from the same curved composite material that we use in the Rackless bags, and there's a rear fueling hole for the 690 and 701. We also have a slot for a second strap on each leg. In general, the rougher the terrain or the less support you have on your bike for the bag, the more you're going to want it. But it's kind of a hassle to rig 2 leg straps every time you put the bag on, so if you're on an easy trip or you're taking the bag on and off every day, you might decide you don't need it. The Alpine 60 works great with our knoblin mount, and it comes with knoblin holes pre-drilled in the harness. On this trip, because I'm on a rental bike, I'm not using the knoblin mount, and instead I'm using the 2 included cam buckle straps, which have worked great. So even if you get the knoblin, keep those 2 straps handy for trips like this. 60 liters has been a great size for this trip. I'm not carrying camping gear, but because I'm on a month-long trip in a foreign country, I'm carrying a little bit more in terms of travel supplies and electronics and clothing than I would on a similar trip back home. When we designed the Alpine 60, we were really picturing rough off-road riding on a smaller bike where you're camping right next to your bike and you don't necessarily have to take the bags off. We didn't really design it for an international trip on a rental bike, but after the last month on this T7, I can attest that it works for both. I know a lot of folks are going to be comparing the Alpine 60 to the Rackless 80. Both bags are tough, light, and waterproof. The Rackless 80 is a little tougher and has more features, whereas the Alpine is simpler and lighter. For traveling, I'd take the Rackless 80. It's got a ton of external stash spots, plus it's really easy to put those dry bags in and out of the holster. The Alpine 60 I'd choose for rougher off-road riding on a smaller or mid-size bike where managing weight is really important. It's also great if you just want a simple, clean bag and you don't need all the modularity and adjustability of the Rackless. That said, both bags will work on most bikes and most trips, so I'd say figure out what kind of bike and trip you're going to be on most and start with that. Okay, I hope that helps. I'm going to get back on the road. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.